It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Fletcher. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Maryland's offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got his man quickly. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Caught over the middle. It's Craver. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Terrapins will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. This crowd knows when to bring it. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking for the goal line. He gets it in. Touchdown, Terrapins. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Try to get it to the edge. Running to Green. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. There, I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Okay, ready? 42. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his feet. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. 3:25. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Coleman.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle. and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right on the money. Touchdown, Terrapins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the point after is good.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. The receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Washington. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Terrapins will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. The short hands, it's Lewis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in College Station. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They'll run the toss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Washington. Got the tight end outside. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again.
Let's go!
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It'll be 3rd and long. the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Back to pass, it's Washington. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not enough for the first. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinator's down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Might be calling a hot route. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Grab near the marker, it's Craver. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Terrapins had this offense rolling. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 10.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Terrapins line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Can't get him to, and runs through another one. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Smashes ahead. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab. He's got a 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Washington. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making checks. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.